high as I need it, so I'm trying to keep it low for everybody else who's going to talk. So I'll slouch a little bit for the sake of everybody else. I'm thankful for three things this year. I was thinking about what I could say. There's three things, and this is by no means comprehensive. I can come up with a bigger list. But three things I just wanted to share this morning. Kate isn't here this morning. She's not feeling well. So I get to brag on her a little bit to not embarrass her. She's not here. I'm so thankful for my wife. I was married almost a year and a half ago now. And that was one of the best decisions of my life, short of coming to know Jesus Christ. That was like second, right there on the side. Okay, you know what I mean? That was a really big deal for me, and amazing blessing that she is in my life. And I thank God for her, the encouragement she is to be a partner in ministry with me, to go home and be a sounding board. Just amazing the support and encouragement she's been to me in the youth ministry and all the ministries of this church. I know other people would agree. So I'm so thankful to God for my wife. I'm also thankful, number two, for the student ministry here. And I don't want them to blush here, but I see, Mariah and Jared and Natalie and Lizette and Ruben. I see you guys. I'm so grateful that God put me in their lives. The Apostle Paul in the Bible, he thanks God all the time for the ministry that he's able to do and for the people that he's been able to be involved in their lives doing ministry. And he thanks God for them. And I thank God genuinely for the students in this youth ministry. I don't know if you see it in yourselves, but I feel like I can genuinely say y'all love Jesus more this year. Being able to walk with you guys, I can tell that y'all love Jesus more. And I rejoice. I am so thankful for that. Y'all love Jesus more. And it's just amazing. So I thank God that he's working in all of our lives and in you guys. So thank you, youth. And then the last thing, this is maybe cliche, but I just want to thank this church family. I've been here just over a year and a half, and Pastor gave longer than that. But I know we could just say thank you for your guys, for y'all's support. We made a lot of changes to the music, to the sanctuary, to different places in the church. And I'm sure there'll be a few more things that'll change in the future. But thank you for y'all's support and y'all's love. And I just genuinely, I want to say thank you guys for that support and for hanging in there with us and for making the change. But that's an amazing trait of people who love Jesus. And so I just thank this church body for the support you've given to Kate and I, to Pastor Greg, and to other people. So thank you, Ridgecrest. So I'm just going to open the mic now for anyone else who wants to come. This one's open over here, and the mics are on, so don't be shy.
Need to tell you that I am in my golden years. And in being in my golden years, time just passes so quickly. I just can't believe how fast time has gone. And I have such memories as I look back. One was in 1939 when I was 10 years old. Out in the country, no running water, bathrooms, whatever. I grew up in a rural area. No worse for the wear after picking cotton all day in the summer and whatever came along. But at this revival meeting, we were outside under a brush arbor. You young people may not know what a brush arbor is, but it's a covering, just kind of with, what am I trying to say? A little roof-like without walls, and on top would be hay. They would be prepared, during the summer for revival meetings. And in this June, I accepted Christ as my Savior. And so June of this year reminded me that had been 75 years ago. So when I say that time passes quickly, it does. And I am so thankful that I still am active. I'm still independent. I enjoy life. I enjoy having many opportunities to do the things that I enjoy doing. And the Lord has gone through these many years with me, whether I was in the valley or down in the valley. He was always there, has always been, and will be, if I'm permitted to go forward for several more years. I also think of missional living, as we have been been introduced to this year through Pastor Greg's services. I think this year has especially made me be more mindful how I really need to take inventory of myself, even at my age, to be out and about more with my neighbors, with those that I come in contact in daily life, and to just love them more and support them more, to be more mindful, to be my sisters and brothers' keepers, no matter what the age is. We still have our own ways in which we can do that. Another thing this year that has brought to my mind is not to sweat the little things. We have the right, I think we've earned the right to do that. I'm learning that in negative occurrences, if you look hard enough, there's always those blessings there that override the negative occurrences. And I have found that I'm a lot more calm over little things now that may have been big things many years ago. Things don't have as much priority now. If I want to be lazy one day, I just be lazy. I'm not going to tell you how much I do that, but I can be. And you people at Ridgecrest are so dear to me. You're just my church family, my family, and you're very special. I love you, and it's marvelous to serve the Lord with you in different capacities. And I would truly say that I have been blessed all throughout my life beyond measure, and I won't continue on. If I try to report what has gone on in my life for 85 years, you'd get so tired and bored. So I do love you, and it's been, to me, a good year, even though there's been, little things that come along. But as I said, we try not to sweat that. Thank you.
How can I compete with that when she is saying 85 and I'm a little bit higher than that? I really am grateful for all of the things that have gone through my life. I've had so much given to me. At the time that I had 3 little kids so close together, I thought, dear Lord, how am I going to raise these kids, and how much trouble they were at the time. And there was, at one point, when it came orange juice time, I put 2 of them in the floor, and he said, here's you one, and here's you one. But at any rate, I am so grateful for my family now. But go a little bit further back than that, I grew up in Plano, and Plano was a small city. It was a city, but it was not big like it is now, because what's up there now are big buildings, big $4,000 and $5,000 houses. And when I grew up, it was in a cotton patch, or a wheat field, or a corn patch. And I have, on my way to school, which I walked to school, in an unpaved street. They later paved it after I left town. But I have ridden to school on a man with a bale of cotton in the back end, or taking it to the gin to make it into a bale. But anyway, those things are thoughtful memories that we have as growing up. But I'm very grateful that I had parents who taught me right from wrong, maybe in different ways, but my mother was a little active in church. But my Sunday school teachers I have memories of, and this is a challenge to those of you teaching. We had to learn the 23rd Psalm. We had to learn the Beatitudes. We had to learn memory verses, which some of them still come to me now, but those were requirements, and that is a challenge for the teachers to have to teach them those now. But as I've grown up further, I'm thankful that I went to school. I'm thankful, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm thankful that so many things happen. I'm just thankful for my life. Here I've lived these 97 years, almost 98, 2 more months, and if I make it. But Tom says I'm going to be 115, so anyway. And I'm grateful for the training that I have. When I got out of high school, I didn't know what was going to happen to me, but as a young girl, I used to play with my dolls and nurse them through their illnesses. And when I had whooping cough, the doll did too. So we survived all those things. But I'm grateful that I had the training that it was there at St. Paul. I was given many opportunities there. I had my position was already open the day I graduated. I had a job the next day. However, my mother had been ill, so I stayed up Plano for about a week. Anyhow, I'm grateful for this church. All three of my kids were raised in it. All three of them were baptized here. All three of them are so good to me now. And that is something that you really need, the love of your children, that they're going to stand by you and stay with you and support you. And it's just something to have their grace. And it's also it's great to have the support of this church, the friends that I've made here. And one that practically calls me every day, just checking on me to see how I've been. And how does that make you feel? It makes you feel great to know that she's just a friend, but she's calling on you. It's just that I'm losing my voice. I lost it in the classroom a little while ago. I'm also grateful for one other thing that's more grateful than all of the others combined. The love of Jesus Christ is there. For it. Really, I'm just joking. I'll quit. Anyhow, that by far goes further than anything else. It's just the love of Christ. And I hope that everyone here, if you don't have it now, I hope you'll soon learn it. And God bless you.
I'm thankful for 4 things. My church family that encouraged me to encourage other people. My family that I love and love me. And my school and my parents that keep me on the right track.
Good afternoon. I just want to say that I'm grateful that I've become a Christian and that God sent me here to light up a candle. And that's how I was introduced to Ridgecrest. And it's been one of the greatest things I've had in my life. And I want to continue coming here because everybody has just been so great. And I really talk about you guys when I get home. And I just want to say thank you for letting me become one of your family members. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you, everybody, for entrusting your kids to me downstairs. It's been wonderful having them down there and getting to share with them. So, in honor of this, I actually have a list from our kids, so that way I can share with you some of the things that our kids are thankful for as well. First, from Kiko, he's very thankful for his little brother and his family that he loves. Lottie is very thankful for her family, friends, her granny, and papa. Eric is thankful for his parents, his friends, his brother and sister, and his church. Lexi is very thankful for her new cousin and her nephew. Emma is thankful for Landry being in her family and for her mommy. Janelle is thankful for her entire family. Abel is very thankful for Pablo. And I'm very thankful for the church family that has come to love me and my family, my best friend, Julie, and my husband, and of course, my well-behaved small little child. I'm very, very thankful for that, let me tell you. But seriously, though, I'm very thankful that you've entrusted me with your kids and the opportunity that I've had to be able to work with them, to grow with them, has really been such a blessing for me, and to just be able to teach them what it is to be a Christian in our world has really just been such a blessing. So I just want to say thank you for that, and thank you again for loving me and my crazy family.
A bit nerve-wracking, but I would like to say and start off with I'm thankful for familiar faces and new faces, and also being introduced to Jesus Christ, and also to this church. And I'm most thankful for is the one that introduced me to him. And y'all opened up your church to me with open arms and a exuberant smile. That right there is a huge difference. And it means a lot. So that's what I'm thankful for this year, to be introduced to the Lord and to all of you.
So y'all probably know I go to SMU, and it's just an awesome place. And actually, it's probably, I think it's the most expensive college. That's pretty bad. But you know, like in high school, I visited there, and I just knew that was where God wanted me. But then, you know, it came to Dallas, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Like, what am I going to do? And the Lord just really blessed me, put me there, took care of all that. And scholarships just come out of nowhere. So I don't know if I deserve that, but okay, like I'll take it. You know, so that was awesome just to see it all work out and come together. You know, because of that, that's why I'm here. I'm still thankful to God for taking care of those finances. I remember still walking here on the very first Sunday that I was here, and I just typed in Baptist Church on my phone. This was the closest one, so I was like, all right, didn't have a car, so let's do it. So I walk in, I'm like all sweating, but you know, everyone was so welcoming. I visited some other churches, and I just kept thinking, like, this is where I need to be, because God just has the right people, the right assets, and just ready to grow and change lives here in Jesus. So thankful to be a part of that. And on top of going to SMU, you know, I get to, there's a ministry, I'm not sure if you'll know about it, but it's called 128, and I get to serve there. And through that, I just get to meet like really cool people and see lives change. Just on Wednesdays, we just all get together and we worship, and someone from Watermark come and talks to us. And, it's just an awesome place for college people to come together and support each other. So I'm really thankful for that ministry. I gotta say it. I'm just really thankful for Jesus. And, he's always there. I want everyone to know. They'll change your life.
Quick, but I'm Chandler, and that's my husband Franklin, and we're kind of new here, but this year the Lord has really given me something that I've never been given before. Clearly, it's growing. But I just want to say, in April, my husband and I decided, you know what, we're not ready for kids. Like I'm a planner, I'm a Spanish teacher. Yo soy una maestra de español, and I was taking my kids to Peru this summer, and so in April we decided we're gonna wait. We're not having kids yet, and then I didn't know I was already pregnant when we had that conversation. So I just want to thank God for giving me, trusting me with His creation to raise it and to love Him. It's a boy, and so that's the greatest blessing I could ever thank the Lord for, and I'm just thrilled that He's trusting us with this blessing. So that's what I'm grateful